Welcome to the Deliverance Network. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful, blessed Christmas season with your families, and did last night as well. And I know in my family, because we have 6 children, it is always a bit of mayhem. And even though all of the children aren't living at home anymore, we still have quite a few at home and lots of people coming over to visit and a lot of preparation time. After the kids go to bed on Christmas Eve, my husband and I get out, and fill all of the stockings that are hanging, make sure we get all of the presents down under the tree. And it's unbelievable the deluge of gifts that are under the tree for our family. And as our family grows, now we have spouses, partners, some grandchildren, we would think it would start to get smaller, but no, it's just gotten bigger and expanded. So there's that joy of giving and seeing and waiting for the anticipation of people when they open their gifts. And so the thought and the love that goes into it, it's not so much about having the latest, having the greatest, but the thought and the love that goes into the planning is what is really important. And as you're in that Christmas spirit with your families, I encourage you to really reflect on what matters at Christmas. And that is the people in your lives, your heart, how well you're growing in your spiritual life, the love that you have, the love that you carry for those, and how you are helping your neighbor. How is your neighbor helping you? I know it is really getting difficult in our world. Many people are stressed, fearful. Many are lonely because we've been in situations of lockdown. We have not been able to journey with family and friends the last year or two the way we normally would. Maybe you can't be with certain people in your families as you normally would. Habits and things have changed quite a bit in the last couple of years with COVID. But as you're celebrating Christmas, I want you to think again about Jesus. I want you to think about Mary. I want you to think about Joseph and the stable, the circumstances that Jesus came into the world in. And I read a message recently, I cannot remember where it was from. I cannot quote that it was from Countdown to the Kingdom, but I think it might have been. And it talked about how there was the bareness of the stable, not even a room or a room for the Holy Family in the inn, and Jesus being born in a stable. And it is a place of dryness, smell, damp, reeks, and it has a lot of animals around, not a lot of warmth and comfort. Sometimes that's the circumstances of our lives. But as soon as Jesus is born into that scene, everything is warmed, everything is lit. And when we are with Jesus, that is how our lives become, no matter the circumstances. Sometimes hard, but we bring Jesus into every moment. And I'm really hoping that Jesus is the focus and the center for you this Christmas. I know I was watching a video recently by Father Hugh Gillespie. Check out queenofallhearts.com. And there's a wonderful series of reflections that Father Gillespie gives on a variety of different topics. But he was talking about the journey and the choice of slavery. And you have either slavery to sin or slavery to the holiness, to God, to Jesus, to Mary. And he was saying, slavery to sin, of course, leads to darkness, suffering, and death. And holy slavery leads to life, light, and love. But one thing he really said that struck me most, and I want to impart this to you as we celebrate Christmas, he said, when you belong to Jesus and you give your heart to God, you belong most fully to yourself. How many people don't quite feel like they know who they are, where life is going, especially amid these difficult times? But when you have Jesus in the boat with you, as it were, which he hopefully is for you daily in your life, not just at Christmas, you can still traverse the path with peace, inner peace that only Jesus can give. And I'm really hopeful that you have that, especially on Christmas Day. And I just want to share with you, as we celebrate Christmas, a message again from holylove.org. I can't say that it is a church-approved mission, but it is one that is under investigation. I think there's a lot of good messages coming from it. I give it to you for your discernment, as we all must discern. And this message is from God the Father from August the 18th, 2021, so fairly recent. And the visionary Marine Kyle Sweeney, she sees a great flame that she has come to know as the heart of God the Father. And he says in this message from August, children, My paternal heart embraces you in good times and bad, especially in bad. Depend upon my help and my protection. I am your omnipotent Father, always ready to help, to console, and to mitigate your most desperate needs. Come close to me and whisper to me your petitions. I am listening. And how much more will he be listening as you pray to him on Christmas Day, celebrating the birth of his son. And the associated psalm that goes with this purported message from heaven is Psalm 23, verses 1 to 6. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And so as we celebrate Christmas, I would really like you to take that psalm to heart and understand that this is a very, very temporary life journey. We will be in heaven with God, with Jesus, with Mary, angels forever, and experiencing forever his joy, his mercy, his love that we celebrate this Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us today. From the Deliverance Network, we wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and all of the blessings this Christmas season.